my mom always used to tell me something. She always used to say, Michael, I better not get a knock on the door. You know what I mean? I better not get a knock on the door for some random girl, that's got your baby. You know what I mean? And I feel like this song is like, essentially taking that like terrifying subject that most of the male population, thinks about and turns into a funky dance tune.
It is time.
Well, I figured we'd bring a little bit of the good old Michael Jackson.
Yeah, we're gonna come out with the big guns.
Yeah,
the big guns.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd go ahead and do some Billie Jean. How did Michael Jackson? Did he influence you all at all musically? Joshua?
Yep. Oh yeah. No, yeah, I've heard of this guy.
You've heard of him. I mean,
did you listen to him when you were younger, or was it like later?
Yeah,
was it around the household?
It was on TV. It was like my Michael Jackson era was like when he had like Michael Jordan in the videos, like the Egyptian one, like like after the '80s. So like it was a little, it was all right. But like I learned his music later on. I was more into like MC Hammer and like Vanilla Ice.
MC Hammer.
Yeah, I like MC Hammer.
A little bit of Vanilla Ice.
And my first concert was MC Hammer and Boys to Men.
Where at?
At the arena, like the basketball stadium in Columbia, Missouri.
Oh, nice.
I used to listen to Boys to Men a lot.
Like University of Missouri. Yeah.
What's your first concert, Mike?
Yeah.
My first concert was Metallica with Godsmack opening up for them. So I remember like it was at this arena and I'm like little as hell and I opened the door, and right when I opened the door to the arena, it's like, I stand alone, and I'm like, this is it. I am everything.
Yeah, my first concert a long time ago, Air Supply, believe it or not, at the Ohio State Fair.
Huh.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I bet the food there was like incredible.
The Ohio State Fair?
Yeah.
Just lots of cheese.
Fried everything.
Fried cheese.
Fried cheese and the
great.
Cheese with the cheese.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
What was your first concert, Kai?
I think, honestly, it was, I don't know if you guys know this band. They're called Skillet, and they're like...
Skillet.
Yeah, it was with a Christian youth group thing when I was younger, and they were...
they're a Christian band.
Yeah, and then I was like not expecting them to go as hard as they did, because this is when they were really young,
right?
And they were like trying to make a name for themselves. So they came out and they were just super heavy, like screaming and everything, and there was just nothing like it before that.
Nice. Well, we want to know what your first show was in the chat, so let us know what your first concert was. We want to know.
We do. Well, let's get back into the topic, though. Off of Thriller 1982, Michael Jackson doing Billie Jean. Michael Jackson actually did the lead and backing vocals in the song. He also played the Yamaha CS80 synthesizer, did the songwriting, vocal, rhythm synthesizer, and string arrangements.
Oh, wow.
This tune. Did a lot of it. Let's get into it. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean here on Galaxy Jams Reacts. Tight. Sick bass synth.
Never seen a video to this before.
Oh my God, this is tight.
Lewis Johnson on bass guitar, actually. Such a great bass and drum track. Great.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She said, I am the one who would dance on the floor and around.
Such a paper sounding snare.
Yeah, sample.
What do you think, Mike?
You know, my mom always used to tell me something. She always used to say, Michael, I better not get a knock on the door. You know what I mean? I better not get a knock on the door for some random girl, you know, that's got your baby. You know what I mean? And I feel like this song is like, you know, essentially taking that like terrifying subject that most of the male population, you know what I mean, thinks about and turns into a funky dance tune, you know, that everyone can get down to. And I think it's so funny how they're taking such like a serious thing, you know what I mean? And he's making it into like something sexy and something fun and something that everyone can get down with, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I like that, taking like, you know, a certain topic and turning it on its head.
Mhm.
Really enjoy it.
Mhm.
What about you, Joshua? What does this make you think about?
The 1,000 times I had to play it at like commercial gigs, like bars and weddings, and like you know, when you first get started as a musician and you're touring, you don't actually get paid. You gotta do other gigs.
Right.
So this reminds me of all of those other gigs.
Well, it
But-
just shows like the longevity of the
Besides,
song,
yeah.
right? You know,
Right.
it's like
Besides that, I mean, the bass line's iconic. You know, it's that song. The beat when the shaker and the drums come in at the beginning, you already know what song it is. It's like iconic. You know,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Definitely. What about you, Kai?
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic song. I've also had to play this song out at bars and stuff to pay the bills and everything.
People
And
love this song.
Yeah, it's just one of those favorites that the nightlife loves. And as soon as they hear that, exactly like you said, Joshua, as soon as you hear that bass line, you hear everybody go, oh, shit. And,
Yeah.
and of course, they all know it's Billie Jean. So
Billie Jean, not my lover.
yeah.
No, it's not my kid.
It's not. I'm denying it all.
Yeah.
But no, I just his music writing ability always. I just really enjoyed it growing up, and seeing like, you know, his progression through music and everything from being in the Jackson 5 and doing all that when he was a little kid, all the way up until him being that super pop star that he was amazing to watch. And he was just, you know, back then he was loved by everybody, and he was just the shit. Really, really, this is a great moment of that time with the song and what he brought to like music videos and everything too. He pretty much started writing the theme, and that was taken, you know, after that, the way that videos were shot and the way that videos were produced and the thought behind videos, and always kind of broke boundaries with that as well. And so like this video, I always really liked the dancing light up street and just the whole just visuals of everything going on, and just a great song. So let's get back into it.
he's such a badass.
Snare is popping.
His moves are just so dope. Incredible. And the editing.
Over
Love
chorus,
that guitar part.
over chorus, Davies guitar.
You got the child support PI coming after him.
There's a tiger.
Yeah, I love the tiger. He released his zoo upon the set.
Yeah. Oh, really? It was like that?
I don't know.
Oh, God, I wish. Yeah.
But hey, I mean, Michael Jackson, he sounds like Michael Jackson. Nobody else could sound like Michael Jackson. So he was unique and brought a lot to music during that time.
Yeah, Kelly McNulty says that he was the coolest thing I had ever seen, and that this album was everything to 11-ish-year-old me.
Yeah.
And Rebecca Todd says that Rebecca Todd loves this video.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a good one. I like how they captured like little bits like his eyes or like his hands, and it was like in these ways that like you wouldn't notice unless it was framed that way in the editing, and you're like, damn, that's cool as hell.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
The sidewalk all crazy. That was sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Then he took that and put that on stage for when he was on
Right,
stage.
right.
He brought in that stuff very theatrical.
And none of that was CGI'd. It was all.
And yeah, there's
Set-
no
set
CGI
development.
back then.
Yeah.
That's all just regular stuff.
Yeah. It was,
Doing it in the live setting.
a good classic, and I think that it's so, telling, like you guys say. It's one of those songs that you can play like at every wedding and every single anything and everyone all the time. Like it's so hard there's not that many songs that are like that, that's like always omnipresent, enjoyable. It's like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Enjoyable.
It's like Bohemian Rhapsody, like that's never gonna get old, and everybody's ready to rage to that. I'm
imagining somebody play that at their wedding as like the walking song.
Dude, I'm about to do that at my wedding.
Bro.
I'm about to do that. And you guys are all coming. Hi, this is Mike with Galaxy Jams Reacts. We hope that you enjoyed that React video. Be sure to check out the links below of when we're going to be live streaming our next show and also how to watch full episodes. Please hit that subscribe button. Every single one helps.